Oh, hello everybody. Here we are again, which means we must be getting ready for the Try for a Cure.
It's that time.
And in fact, Try for a Cure number 17. And oh my God, the three of us are together again. And what we thought we'd do this year is just kind of think about where we've been for the last 17 years. It's been an amazing, amazing ride. And we've had a lot of fun. And so how the hell did we get started, Julie? What happened?
Well, I think, Meredith, don't you remember that Danskin race back in 2006? Yeah. I mean, none of us had ever done a triathlon before. And I don't know, I'm not sure you were hooked, but when I crossed the finish line, that was it for me. I was like all into triathlon after that.
Yeah.
And
well, I just turned 50, and you were like, let's do a triathlon.
Right.
And I'm like, right. And you hired us a trainer.
We did.
We had a trainer.
I think the ultimate thing is, though, I crossed the finish line wanting to really bring this back to the people of Maine. So
well, you were able to finish, have a shower, change your clothes, and come back out onto the course where I was still trudging along.
Yeah, well, but that's where we got ideas,
well, we
right?
put it all together at that point. It was like, we could do this. Julie, you're hooked. You want to do it. You figure out how to do it. I'll promote it.
And what were you going to do?
Oh, well, we had this great idea that we sort of lifted from the Danskin, and that was that I would come in last.
Right.
Because
perfect.
That is the most perfect job for me.
Right.
Right. And you took the race director, which is the most perfect job for you. You know, I think back to the day, we cooked this up. You got trained, certified, and to do it. And I said, well, okay, I'll help promote. And we met with Channel 8. And you and I presented in front of a room full of men.
Men.
They were all men. They were wonderful men.
They were wonderful.
They were wonderful men, but they very politely listened to us. So we're going to do this event. It's going to be all women, and we're going to have a swim. We're going to swim in the ocean, and we're going to do it. And then you could have heard a pin drop. And then they were like, you're going to get women to do that? And you were like, of course, of course. Yeah. And I'm like, yes, of course we're going to get this. Oh. And they said, all right, we'll help.
And we did that. And then, move forward. Year one, we made it happen.
I know.
Lots
How
of
many
people
were there?
So first year, there were 750 women. It was a very different race course. It was a very different transition area. It was very different. The goal was to raise $35,000. And when we counted it all up, it was over $275,000.
Amazing. Well, the other thing we used to do in the old days was everybody got a goodie bag, which turned into this amazing process. I think we spent more time putting the goodie bags together than actually the race.
It was Whole Foods, like, oh my God, the things that Whole Foods did for us back then, it was amazing. People just got hooked. Yeah. And then when did you come along, Deb? I think it was
like the third year. My cousin brought me into it. Yeah,
maybe. The second year.
I didn't do it the first or the second year, but maybe the third year, because I was living away and came back to town, and my cousin had done it, and they were putting a team together and wanted to know if I could swim, and I said, oh sure, I can swim.
How many people did you bring with you that year?
Probably 9 or 10 people, and we called ourselves Family Affair.
And what was your biggest year with all your Family Affair people?
I think we had like 18 people.
That must have been the year we hit our first $1 million. What do you think? I bet that was, because you are the fundraising queen. There's no doubt about that. Yes. And I'm not sure of the year, but it was maybe year 5 that we hit our first $1 million. And that was a big year for us. But, so you did the try how many years?
I think this is my 15th year.
Okay, well, not as a participant, though. As a participant, you did it for about 10?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And then the last?
And I was part of a team. I swam the first 2-3 years in the ocean, and then quickly moved on to biking. And then was the biker for my team from then on. And I could manage that. And one year I ran, because I had to fill in for somebody that... So I've done all 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
What year was it that you decided you weren't going to participate anymore, but you still loved the fundraising part and you wanted to become an angel?
Well, I had an exceptional fundraising year. I had a friend of our family, my husband's actually, and my husband is my biggest supporter in fundraising. And he was having lunch with a friend of his and telling him this was going to be my last year. And his friend said, really? And my husband said, yes. And so he decided to take on my fundraising. And that year I raised, I think, $53,000.
Wow.
That year, I did. It was
right?
pretty exciting.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to bring up, though, we talked about the million, and we
Yes.
did double that, right? And we doubled that, I think, in 2018.
Yeah.
And so we had like 2 years of
Right.
raising $2 million. Well, I will
Which is
tell you
amazing.
one thing, that Try for a Cure is actually the largest fundraising triathlon in the country.
Really?
Unbelievable.
So,
Unbelievable.
you know, do we have kudos about Maine? Sure we do.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fundraisers in New England that you raise a lot of money. But for triathlons,
Yeah.
we are the largest. And that is just
That's
like
amazing.
kudos
That's
to
amazing.
everybody, all those people that have done it over all those years. So it's pretty amazing.
Look what you've created.
Well, it's not just me,
Well, but-
right? It's all of us, right?
It's
I
the
know.
whole
it's,
group.
you
But
know,
we've-
And I
the
think that
key.
came through, you know,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
passion and tell your story, and everybody has a story.
Everybody has a story.
everyone.
And I also, the power of women.
right.
It's
Right.
like you want something done, you ask
Yeah,
busy women,
yeah.
right? So 17 years of asking busy women, and we are approaching how much, Julie?
Well, we'll be under $25 million after this year. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow,
In 17
crazy.
years.
yeah, 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah. I mean, we were doing great, and then what happened? COVID happened, right?
Oh, COVID,
And that was a
yes,
tough
yes.
year for all of us to raise money, to do the race. What were we going to do? And I think, Deb, you were pretty genius about how you got creative to still keep people connected and raise money, right? So,
right.
I don't know, Meredith, you should pull up that clip. I mean, we had some really cool
Oh,
clips
we
of Deb,
really do.
right? I mean, you know, you were
Really do.
swimming on the
On
on
the inner tube
inner
on the
tube
lake and
on
That
the
was
motorcycle
great.
for the
Yeah,
bike, and then running into God knows where on the run. I mean, that was really genius.
Want to take a look?
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, let's pull that swim up because that was pretty funny.
Try for a Cure. Deb remains. Event, the swim. Here she comes up. Oh no. No, Deb, you're supposed to swim. Deb means swim, take 2. Here we go. No, Deb, you're supposed to swim. Here comes Deb on the swim, take 3. Here she goes. What? Deb, you're supposed to swim. Deb in the swim, take 4. Wait, what's this? Deb Maines, Try for a Cure, Summer 2020. Leg 2, biking.
Hey, Doug, you want to go biking with me for Try for a Cure?
Oh, I'd love to.
Well, let's go.
Deb, I think you're gonna need a bigger bike.
But I like pink.
Try for a Cure, biking, take 2. Not sure that's what the Try had in mind when they talked about biking, Deb.
But I like to go fast.
For a Cure 2020, the run leg with Deb remains.
Oh, wait. Oh, the race director for Try for the Cure.
Yes, that's one of the titles I hold. Yes.
Oh, would you sign this for me? Please, I've been carrying it forever. Please.
Of course, have you got a pen?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sure I do. Just a second here. Uh-oh. Yes. Oh, here. Sign it. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much.
Here you go, Deb.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Oh my gosh, do you know who that was? That was Julie Marchese. She's the race director for Try for the Cure, and I got her autograph. It's going to be a good day.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun doing that. Truly.
I know.
Yeah. And then the next year, you guys did a cool video too.
Oh, thanks to
Your
Meredith's
virtual
son,
try.
I know.
Andrew helped us. We did our virtual one the next year, and we went biking through the Alps and swimming in the sea.
In the deep sea.
Yeah.
The water was amazing.
Just like bath water.
Yes. Nice
Good
job, girl.
Oh my goodness. I thought we got our bike.
I know.
Are we ready to do this?
This is your favorite part.
It's
no
my
fair.
favorite part.
No fair.
It is. I
Okay,
can't wait.
I hope I can just keep up with you.
Well, I'll wait for you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go. Oh my God, that hill. Where are we? Okay.
Well, Deb, I'm just following you.
All right.
So-
we can do this.
You're in charge.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Meredith.
The Great Wall of China. Seriously?
Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this bike ride's much more than I expected.
This was so fun
I
making
know.
those
Yeah.
movies, actually.
Yeah,
It
we
was.
So we've done some others like
Didn't
Yeah.
you two swim with pretty fancy
We
little
did.
swim
We
caps?
Yeah, little fun caps.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
had
you
matching
guys-
bathing suits.
And you had those swim caps though with the flowers,
Yep.
you know, like
well, of
our mothers
course, you have
had.
to be fun and pretty.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
we got to look good. As I always
Yes.
say, if you're going to go slow, you got to look even better.
Yeah.
And they're off. The Try for the Cure swim leg, 1/3 of a mile. No sharks and whitecaps in this one. However, the money will still be put to great use.
Here's to the swim.
And on to the bike.
Woo!
Right?
It's been really fun.
I know, but then of course the really special one was the angels.
As we know, with Try for a Cure, there are many angels among us.
And we have swim angels, but we all know that nobody finishes last. The finishing angel, that's what I do.
And being the fundraising angel, I would like to share with you that I have raised just under $20,000 this year that I would like to pass on to any deserving athlete. We'd like to hear your story, why you might be a deserving athlete for the fundraising angel to bless you.
So, if you'd like to have a chance for Deb to come visit your fundraising page, go to Angels Among Us, Try for a Cure, and by July 12th, and
And
tell us your story.
And thank you to everybody involved with the Try
For a Cure.
I know.
Yes.
Let's see.
Angels.
Do you have
We'll
so like Yeah.
forever be
I know.
the angels.
let's
Seriously.
There
Don't
you
you
go,
think?
Deb.
I am.
yes.
We'll forever be the angels. I think
And this is your last time being an angel.
it
Right.
is. It is. I have to put this on one more time because I still have money this year to give out. I've been working hard here.
Yes,
Yes,
beautiful.
I will be gifting my angel money. It's been so much fun to collect it, and I'm looking for women that want to make their goal. They've been working really hard. I love to read their stories. I love to read their stories.
Yeah.
And
So did everybody hear that? If you don't have a story,
Story.
on
No
your
story.
page, you're not going to get any money from the angel.
Right, this
Yes.
is true. I have to have a story.
story.
And I love helping any level. I've, in the last recent years, those who are trying to make 1,500 because they get automatic entrance. And I look through and I read your story and I look at all your donations and you're working really hard. You never know, that angel might be there to make sure that you can get into the try next
Right.
year. Yeah.
That's great.
Pretty
So-
special. special.
Pretty
So
special.
did I hear? So this is your last year as an
This
angel?
is my last year. This is my last year.
Of course, you've said that before.
I know. I
but
know.
this is really it.
Yeah,
I know.
I have loved it. I have enjoyed it. I feel very proud of the amount of money that I've been able to raise, and was amazed when I found
So
out.
how much money have you raised?
I have raised over $200,000, and I thought that it was going to take this year to do that. That's why I stayed in.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know. So this is such a big year 17, with all these comings and goings, and we always have new people coming to the Tri. So this is your last year officially as a fundraiser and a fundraising angel. And Julie, what's your news?
So it's 17 years seems like a weird year to decide that it's going to be your last year. But honestly, it's my 20th year since my diagnosis, and that sounds like a really good time. And, you know, it's time to move on. It doesn't mean that I'm going anywhere, because I'm not going anywhere. I plan to still be involved in the Tri every year. I just won't be doing the day-to-day stuff.
You're not going to be the race director.
No, I'm not going to be the race director. I'll be an ambassador. I'll be, you know, doing all the fun stuff that I get to do without having to clean up after.
That's a good point.
It would be very hard to walk away and never come back, because there are too many people that I've met over the last 17 plus years that I adore, and there's many more to be met. Like, you know, that Survivor event that we have, that is so special. I can't imagine a year where I don't go to that. So if I can come back and go to that, I will be going to that every year as long as it's going on. Right, I know. Because there are some really special things that are very special to this race that
that you created.
Very special. That you created.
Right. You created this incredible community. And it's
I'm sorry, I just have to,
reflect
here. So this says it all. When you put your arm up, when you put your hand up, that says it all. That started it.
That
it
did.
depicts it absolutely.
I just said, I'm the one. I'm happy to organize it. I had no clue. Nobody did, but we all made it happen.
Wow.
And you know, that starts for anybody. If anybody has passion in anything and they want to do it, it's about raising your hand and being willing to step to the plate. I know both of you ladies do the same thing, so I'm not doing anything any different that you both haven't done in your life. I just happen to have been the one that raised my hand to say yes to the Tri. And thank you for believing in that and being part of that. It's really important.
It's amazing.
And it meant a lot to me to have you both so involved and so supportive over the years.
Yeah.
So it's our event, and you know, that's what everybody should say, that this is the Women of Maine's event, and it's something that will go on forever. I hope.
Julie, tell me about this picture. Because I'm seeing this for the first time, me. And when did this happen?
So that was year one, and I know it's on the cover of Maine Women magazine for 2010, but they were really looking for a picture that really talks to the Tri for a Cure. And this was year one. This is my daughter crossing the finish line, and as you can see, proud mama standing there. My first race, it was so emotional for me to see her cross that finish line, because I wasn't sure she was going to be able to. And you can see the look on her face. It looks like it was hard.
Relief, yes.
So it was a really proud mama moment, and a really proud moment to just have seen what happened that day.
Fabulous memory.
I mean, I've had the incredible honor of finishing last, and I have finished with the most amazing, I'd say 17 plus amazing women that I've met along the way, that we've crossed the finish line together.
And never the same one twice either.
It's every year. It's like, it's a big mystery to me. I always just hope I can keep up with the last person. That's my challenge. To doing these every year.
Yeah. One of the things that I find amazing over the years, we've been long enough, it's been 17 years, that some women didn't have children did it the first year, and now they are doing it with their children, right? Like, that's how long we've been doing this. And even though we're 17 years older, there are lots of people along the way that have grown up knowing the Tri. And one of the things that I took away at the Survivor event was I asked them all, they were all newbie survivors that were there, and I said, why are you doing the Tri? And they're like, well, isn't it a rite of passage? Once you become a survivor, that's just what you do. And that took me back. It really did, and it really made me realize how people look at this event. And that is pretty surreal, right? To think that you've created something that means that much to somebody, that it's a rite of passage once you become a survivor to be able to go do something like that. I've never heard anybody say that live, and I was just dumbfounded when that happened.
Of course,
and so
pretty special.
Yeah. Let's have a toast.
You think we should have a toast?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Look what we have.
17.
Look what we have.
Of
Oh,
course, Prosecco.
nice.
That's what we have at every time we
Exactly.
do these meetings.
Be forward
So-
with that. Woo!
How's that? And this was a plaque that was given to me the year that I came in #1 as a fundraiser. And this says it all. I'm on the wall. I looked at this and I wanted to cry because this is exactly how I felt with my sparkly hat that I will be wearing again this year, my last year. You know, ladies, this is awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To 17.
Cheers.
17 years.
17 years.
And Deb, thank you for everything you've done for the Tri.
Yeah.
And Julie, my dear friend, thank you enough for everything you've done.
Oh, for
And to
all of
create
us.
this, you've been a huge
Oh,
leader.
group hug! Everybody, group hug!